Alright, my friend, I'm gonna get very real with you in this video, and this will be like no other video on the internet because everyone's got a course to sell you. I don't have a course. To be completely honest, I don't know why I do this channel, but I put a lot of effort into it, and I put a lot of effort into these videos. This will be as unedited as possible. I'd very much like to put it out as raw footage, but I probably will enhance it. Brother, you're in a state right now. You've got a psychological problem, you've got a biological problem, you feel bloated, you feel low, you've got an identity problem, and you're very confused. We've all been there. I've been there myself more than anybody else. I mean, I've had a rocky road getting to where I am. There's a few fundamental lessons I want to discuss with you in this video. Brother, before we get into that though, I want to say, stop trying to find the perfect plan. Before you sort the things out I'm going to discuss with you in this video, the gym doesn't matter, becoming a fantastic boxer doesn't matter, learning the piano doesn't matter, learning Spanish doesn't matter, your life setup does not matter. Whatever your ambitions are in life, they don't matter. Your relationships, try and be a good person, like, where possible. Nothing matters, bro, until you get these things right. Because you're fighting an uphill battle. No one can get up at 6 in the morning when they're doing things that keep them stuck. Your body is currently working against you. What I mean by this is your dopamine system. Right now, you're watching porn, you're eating junk food, social media, and God forbid you're doing cocaine and drinking alcohol as well. Those things, as a young guy, you cannot be doing those things, especially drugs. I get alcohol every now and then, right? Once a month. But those three things, social media, porn, /fapping, like you should be doing any of it, and junk food, those are the things keeping you stuck. The reason that is because of dopamine. When your dopamine is constantly being spiked above baseline, it actually makes your baseline go lower and lower and lower, and you constantly need to give into these things to make yourself feel better. It's the same principle with drugs, alcohol, anything, right? But the thing is, with all these constant dopamine spikes, as your baseline gets lower and lower, your brain doesn't work in the same way. Your brain's ability to communicate with your environment and your entire body is very different. You find it very difficult to think straight. That's why I say semen retention, for example, it's not a spiritual thing. It's not anything majestic or anything like that. It's basic science, basic neuroscience. There is that energy there as well. That is energy right there. You need to go put it somewhere. So let's give you some practical steps. So you're pretty cooked, right? You feel terrible. You're speaking negatively about yourself. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to forget everything else. Semen retention is the number one thing. And I want you to set a goal for yourself for 100 days to fix your entire dopamine system by being on semen retention. And please, brother, just listen to what I'm saying, because it does work, and it's the only thing that ever got me out of where I am. Sexual discipline is your anchor. When you've got this in check, your brain will begin to heal and you just start making better decisions. I remember my first long stretch of semen retention. I'd never done more than 2 weeks before this. It was 54 days in, and I remember being at a bar job and just consciously noticing the way I would speak to girls. But at the start of that entire journey, I could barely hold eye contact with my female colleagues. And then 54 days into semen retention, I'm having full-blown conversations, flirting with girls. It's the best feeling ever. My personality just changed. I was myself a lot more. I was joking a lot. I just felt powerful. I spoke a lot louder. I held eye contact, and you just change. And that goes in so many different areas of your life. And it's an amazing journey seeing how you change, that transition. Whether it's having a conversation with the member of staff in the gym, whether it's just you transmuting that energy into a workout. And it does something to your soul as well. When I'm sat there on a laptop, knowing that I haven't watched porn, I haven't disrespected myself, I feel so happy, and I can just work for hours, and I can think properly, and it's amazing. So semen retention, that's number one. And you're thinking, oh, I've tried semen retention before, it's so difficult. Forget everything you've ever been told. Your goal's 100 days, right? Just think about that. Everyone says don't count the days. Count the fucking days, alright? If you go off, oh, yeah, it's annoying, bro. I get it. But just get back to it. Like, doing it once doesn't actually cause a problem. Like, yes, it's not ideal, but you're not gonna die, bro. And like, if you do these 100 days and you like fap like 3 times, like you're not gonna die. You're gonna probably see the exact same benefits. So, how do you actually go about semen retention? Because there's not very good advice out there. It's all over the place. There's 2 things: triggers, and I'll get onto the second one in a moment because it's hard to explain in one word. Triggers. The only trigger you need to worry about is probably social media. I mean, what other triggers are there? Like, sure, when you're like down or something, like when you're feeling a bit depressed, which you will find on semen retention, you will find you're a lot more sensitive to yours and others' emotions. You'll find it, I mean, throughout the process, like for the first 20 days, until I started like actually going on dates and stuff, and yes, it happened that quickly, I was very depressed, and because of that, I was forcing myself to take actions to like get on dating apps, or later on in the journey, I'd actually start approaching girls, like when I was abroad and stuff. I mean, cold approach isn't something I typically do like day to day here in England. Like, it's more of like a warm approach. If a girl's in a cafe and we lock eye contact, we'll have a conversation. I wouldn't call that cold approach. I think cold approaching is stopping someone in the street, which I mean, it's not really my style. But triggers. So social media, bro, get rid of it. If you need it on your laptop or whatever, fine. I speak to my boys on Instagram all the time. I like looking at the reels they send me. I mean, it's funny, right? I like Instagram reels are funny, but you can't be sitting there for hours. So I get rid of that and any other triggers as well. And that's 50% of it. But you will get these urges. You're a guy, right? And that's not a bad thing. Every fucking guy gets these urges. And what you do, all right, I'm on my laptop or I'm on my phone. I get an urge to look at some tits, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close the laptop and I'm literally gonna sit there. And you literally feel what you're feeling. Whether it's loneliness, whether it's being overwhelmed, you're just gonna feel that. And you're gonna just surf the emotion, surf the urge. And eventually it's just gonna dip. It's not gonna completely go. But in that case, you're either gonna open that laptop up and do like, edit a video or do something really difficult. Whether that's watching, like doing some deep work or having a cold shower, going for a walk, going to the gym. It's called energy transmutation because that is energy right there. You need to put it somewhere. You're gonna feel a buzz in your body like when you get these urges. That is energy right there. You need to put it somewhere because it cannot just sit there, because you could literally go hours just feeling this urge. You cannot just sit there with an urge like this. And that's it. As for the other things, like junk food, for example, or if you suffer with any other like destructive habits, you need to have the intention of sorting this out. Sugar shouldn't be a part of your life, right? But it's not as destructive as porn or fapping, because you're literally telling your body you've given up. Literally, biologically, you are telling your body that you're giving up. That whole system right there has been created by the universe or God for you to reproduce, to create other humans, right? But when you do it to yourself, you're not accomplishing that. But your brain thinks otherwise, your nervous system thinks otherwise. So it thinks, okay, we're safe, we've done our job. We don't need to do anything else. That's why you're struggling to get up at 6 a.m. That's why you're struggling to go to the gym and eat healthy. Semen retention is your anchor. There's nothing else to say. So I want you from today to get on semen retention for 100 days. Stop making plans for yourself, habit trackers to say, okay, I'm going to learn Spanish and I'm going to learn piano. I'm going to create an amazing workout plan for myself. We're going to do push-pull legs, push-pull legs. Oh, guess what? You wake up in the morning, you feel so bloated, you've eaten shit and watched porn the last night. You feel terrible, and we're back in the exact same loop. You'll probably be on semen retention for 3 days, and you'll probably eat a bit of junk food each and every day. But on the 4th day, you're like, wow, I feel pretty good now. And you wake up one day and you'll hit the gym, and it's just magical. Like, there's no magic to it, obviously, but it's a crazy thing, and it does work, and it's the only thing that does work like in your favour. Yes, you can fight an uphill battle, use grit, but eventually, as you know, that's going to blow up in your face. It's very real advice, guys, and I hope you appreciate it. That this is coming from a very genuine place. This is something I just struggled with so much during my teenage years. I don't really even like talking about it. I find it like a cringy topic, to be honest, because it's so far away from who I am now. So I do like going back to it because I know that's where many guys struggle. But again, I mean, I sometimes fall off and go back to like junk food and like scroll for hours on social media. But bro, everything you're struggling with in your life, whether you can't get any dates, whether it's procrastination, it seems to fix itself when you get this in check. It's the number one thing, guys.